My brothers in battle. It is time. It's a new run. It's a new day. This is the run that I have been fearing most. I believe that in this challenge, as outlined, the biggest risk, other than hubris and my own, overconfidence, is this particular start. The reason I say that, I'll cover here in my little opening spiel, but I am glad that I'm done with oaths because they're stressful. So we're back to regular ambitions. Friendship ended with oath takers. Now, deserters is my best friend. So, given that I'm going on about the starting situation, let's talk about the starting situation for deserters. You start out with low amounts of stuff, more than oath takers did, to be fair. 750 crowns, 50 food, 10 tools, 20 ammo, 10 meds. Those tools are probably just going to disappear right away because your gear will start randomly damaged. We'll see how much our situation is, damaged at the beginning of this run. Each one's going to be a bit different. I do have outlined the percentages of each armor that you could start with. The big takeaway is that you always start out with something that's at least okay, gear-wise. The absolute worst possible scenario would be for no one to have a helmet and everyone to only start with a gambeson. That would be almost impossible, but of course such a thing is. That the possibility does exist. And, there's a few decent pieces of armor there, right? If you start with a mail hauberk and a full acton cap, you're pretty strong. We could end up with the briggy start, where we have no helmets. Luckily, especially for the deserters, you start in a neutral mood, so neither positive nor negative. Peasant militia started negative. Beast Slayers is going to start negative. Kind of, there's some variance there. You're going to be randomly damaged in both your hit points and armor, so there will need to be some amount of time taken to recoup that even before you can first fight, unless you see something really easy and juicy on the map. Your bros have terrible resolve. The 3 bros you start out with are all the deserter's background, and the deserter's background has terrible resolve. The problem with multiple bros having terrible resolve is that one of the checks that is rolled when there is a break against resolve is, did my neighbor or someone near me or someone on my team have breaking resolve or lose their resolve state? That then causes that bro to lose resolve, which then can cause the whole company to just immediately go to fleeing. It's not unlike what can happen for those who are used to using fearsome on a lot of bros. When you get a bunch of orcs near breaking, and you do one attack and suddenly the whole enemy side goes to fleeing, that could be us. So, resolve is even worse the less you have of it. Or the risk, I should say, is even higher the less you have. So, hiring strategy for the beginning is going to be highly biased towards units that have decent resolve to avoid this. I would rather hire a monk or a cultist than a farmhand. 100%, to the extreme. But who knows what sort of situation we'll find ourselves in. Maybe we'll have to hire, cripples and beggars and farmhands and such. We'll see. You also start out spawning nearby a random hostile small fort, and it may not be within vision radius, but it'll be just outside if you don't spot it, and that house will be opposed to you. So, there is one unique event for this origin, much fewer than Oath Takers and a lot of them, where you get either 2 free deserter bros at a 60% chance, or somebody gets a concussion and they steal your stuff for 40%. So we'll have to assess our situation at the time to decide what we want to do if we hit that particular event. You go first every combat, which actually, legit, kind of a big deal. We can run into noble armies with dogs, and unlike other runs where that could be fatal for deserters, we don't care. We just run back. Because we'll go before the dogs, they won't catch us, we'll be able to run away. And then you can also run away without hurting mood. So you kind of, in a sense, get free scouting. You still take the penalty to renown, but realistically, you're going to end up, once your company kind of gets to a point where it's stable, you collect renown so fast that it's a big who cares. So the big thing that we're concerned with when it comes to running is mood, and if running away doesn't hurt your mood, well, then we'll probably end up running from more fights than we otherwise would. We might use entering combat just to scout in situations where we are less likely to fight than maybe we otherwise would have. So, being able to go first every combat, what implications does that have? Here's my initial thoughts and, experience from having played the background. So from top to bottom, we'll talk about the good first. The first bullet point, it is the opportunity to reposition for free to better terrain. So for example, uphill fights against goblins or raiders, there's an opportunity to start out retreating. I put in parentheses Falcon useful because if it's nighttime, being able to see a bit more to really properly assess when enemies can and can't hit you as you retreat, because you may not be able to see quite as far uphill as you'd like, could be useful, actually. The other good thing is team cohesion. So one of the builds that I often run in a lot of my runs is some form of initiative build, either Catal or an Overwhelm Gunner, or even just like Relentless Gunner, even if we don't take Overwhelm. And one of the risks to that type of build is that when we're fighting against, say, goblins, is that I want to wait through the first round, but then when I move in the second half of the turn, I really don't want to have my Relentless bro, my high initiative bro, out there as a target without being able to be, sitting behind my bros with kite shields. So the good thing is, even if we have mismatched initiatives, we'll always be able to move together, and that is actually genuinely kind of nice. The other good thing is that we can kind of negate this whole moving first, at least to an extent, by running back 4 hexes on the first turn and then just ending turn. And then from my team's perspective, I can be, set back to normal initiative order. The risk, of course, is that, the enemy is going to also reposition or do things that maybe isn't good. So then the bad bullet points over there is that this is kind of like anti-adrenaline. If on the first turn I push forward and then end turn, the enemy gets in melee contact and attacks me, but the bro is slow, they'll be able to attack me again. That's incredibly bad. Incredibly bad. So we're going to be cognizant of that And in a lot of fights, that first turn might get kind of burned. So, yeah, we're doing the deserters background. Each of the runs so far, I've talked about what builds I'm sort of preordaining myself to do, just to kind of, you know, show a variety of different play styles and how they can all achieve success as long as they're part of a cohesive strategic idea. Right now for this run, I do have something planned with a specific build that I'm going to do in the Northern Raiders run because it is excellent for those starting bros. But in this particular run, I don't have anything that I'm going to do specifically. But let's be real, this is Slurgy. Slurgy likes to cook. We could end up cooking up some weird stuff, and I'm for it. So, without any further ado, let's get this rolling. Hello to everyone. I haven't even launched the game yet. So viewer suggested builds, oh boy. I'm interested in hearing what your ideas are, but I reserve the right to just simply say no. The broadcast Briggy. Oh shit, that's good. Broadcast Briggy. Honestly, kind of rooting against him to see how far he can pull it back. Oof. I will say what happened in the Oathtaker run was maybe fun from a viewing perspective, but as the broadcast Briggy, that was incredibly stressful. Yeah, I'm hoping, you know, no offense to the viewers who want an entertaining playthrough, but I'm planning on hopefully not, you know, taking things to such an extreme. So, deserters. So as you can see, we've made it through quite a few so far. Rebuilding a company, a new company, Southern Mercenaries, Trading Caravan, Peasant Militia, Band of Poachers, Oath Takers. Actually, I do want to take a look quick to make sure I don't repeat any flags. Okay. So I'm thinking a group of 3 type flag that isn't this green one and isn't this one of skeletons would be good. So, flag. Let's do... I kind of like this one. With these 3 swords. I don't have that. I didn't do that one yet, right? Let's double check. Perfect. It looks like a flag we stole. Like, as if that would be like our company flag before we deserted. So I kind of like it. So let's do it. So as always, expert, low, Iron Man, unexplored's map. Let's go. We'll take destiny in our own hands. Okay. So, first thing we can assess, where are we on the map? We are south-ish, maybe 1/3 from the bottom, right? Something like that. We're in Badlands. We can't yet see the desert. There is a distinct difference between the two. It can be a bit hard to see the difference. We've got Eichenberg here that we can see that we're hostile to. That must mean on this road network over here is going to be a level 1 military site, like a small fort. Almost for sure. Basically guaranteed, I would say. And so we can also take a look at the factions and relations. And even though we're playing unexplored, we can get just a little bit of insight here. So, House Niedergard, their disdain for their ruthlessness, brutality, and greed. House Niedergard has little interaction with other noble families. Their captains and soldiers are known for raiding trade caravans, outlying farms and small settlements from their fortress in Hohenfeste. A life is not worth much in the realm of House Niedergard, and many a mercenary on the look for quick coin only found a quick end here. What a perfect faction for us to be opposed to. So, we've got 4 cities, 4 towns, 4 of the non-military settlements that we're opposed to. It's probably in our best interest for this number to be small so that we can quickly find, peace, find somewhere to work out of. They have cool swan helms. Oh, is it because of the color? Is that how that works? Is it like this blue flag has the swan helms? Hell yeah, I love the swan helms. Swan helms are S tier as far as decorated full helms go. So let's take a look quick. We got Brookstadt. This is a collection of smaller settlements spread out over dry spots in a swampy area to form one modestly sized city. So as we are finding a safe place to go at the beginning, we can keep in mind the descriptions of the towns that we're hostile to know that that might be more likely to be a dead end if we're at, say, a fork in the road or something like that. So we've got a medium-sized swamp city, Eichenberg, some huts and small buildings, blah, 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 nearby mines. Eichenberg is the one right here. Schweikhoff. So some huts and small buildings housing workers for nearby mines. Kind of a similar, basically the exact same thing as Eichenberg. And then Weisendorf, a prospering village surrounded by fertile land. The market is usually filled with all kinds of fresh food. So that'll be like a farming type village. So none of them are coastal, and none of them are all that noteworthy or interesting, really. So, as far as a safe path to start running, we're here at the edge of the map. Interior to the map is probably where we'll end up needing to go. We know that none of those city descriptions were forest or tundra or northern. So a safe direction for us to start running is probably just going to be north, but we'll see. We'll see what we end up doing. So let's take a look at the starting bros. We're going to strip them down to their skivvies, and then we'll take a look at what their stats look like. So we got Guido here. Guido? Wow. Guido's legit pretty good. Guido kind of high rolled it here. So look, as far as deserters go, his hit points would be middle of the road, except he's got the tough talent. Can I be your most cowardly bro? You can. We'll have to see who that is. We've got, decent fatigue, but we also have athletic, so that's pretty sweet. Could be an opportunity to take adrenaline. We'll see. He's got 28 resolve, which is great. 59 melee attack. Great defenses, melee and range defenses, and actually max rolled ranged attack too, which is pretty neat. Next is Alfred. So Alfred is actually also pretty good. The only concern, of course, with Alfred is, and not surprising, is his resolve. So starting with 19, we will definitely need to pump him up. Still actually has okay defense, given that he's huge. And huge could be really handy for us, just doing extra damage Enemies can't make you break your resolve if they're dead. So yeah, his resolve is only slightly low, right? So the average would be 22.5 in that range, right? So let's look at the next one. Ulfert, the Worm. He's our little studious bookworm. Starts with bright and also pretty decent stats. Ooh, caught my sneeze just in time. So, most cowardly bro, Baron von Pone, has claimed. So, and then looking at the equipment, we actually started out with pretty decent gear. None of the Briggy special. Everyone started with a full Acton cap. Okay. These are pretty good. All right, I actually, I just ate dinner before starting the stream and didn't properly take care of my biology. I'm gonna be back in just a couple minutes and then we'll get this run underway. Don't go anywhere, be back 1 second. Okay, I've returned. So let's go ahead and equip the squad and then move out. So one thing that isn't necessarily true is that you want to start out with the equipment as they start out, right? So if, for example, this guy, despite his talent in ranged skill had started with 42, and then everyone else, or let's say he started with, well, I mean, he did start with the mineral, right? 39, and everyone else started with higher. We might move the light crossbow over there, but he also started with the lowest melee skill, so he is going to keep the crossbow, just because his melee skill is the lowest. And this light crossbow as a weapon kind of sucks, actually. It's just not that good. And so we'll also give him the lightest armor, and that will be that. Unfortunately, we don't have a backup weapon of any kind for him, which, don't love that. We'll eventually have to fix that, but that is a later Slurgy problem. And then as for how I outfit the other two, it probably doesn't matter that much. They're going to be pretty similar. The main thing to consider is just who do I want attacking first, and then who do I want as a follow-up in situations where that's actually relevant. And so that is actually less a consideration of initiative and more a consideration of resolve, because that person who goes first can intentionally pick a more dangerous hex so that the other, once that one's already accommodated or accounted for, can follow up somewhere else, somewhere safer. And so the safer weapon we're going to want to be the sword. The more dangerous weapon, we're going to be the hatchet. I'll start out with the shields equipped, just in case we run into any ranged fire, but don't be surprised if in the first round, in a lot of combats, we back up 2 hexes and then just put the shield away. So, in any case, we're going to need more bros than these 3, but just as an example, that might be what we end up doing. We may end up giving these shields to some plebs to just stand there and shield wall so that our deserters can run along the flanks and attack with double gripped weapons, but we'll see. So I'll put the sturdier armor on Guido here, and Baron von Pone will get the more wrecked one. How am I feeling about this run? I'm nervous. And then let's take a look. So yeah, we don't even have enough starting tools to repair the equipment that we've started with. I am just gonna let it repair, right? We're gonna use these 10 tools, but I don't love that. And we'll do our first level here on Guido. Actually, we can wait. We can just see what the roll would be. We don't have to apply it now. We can wait till we see what the first enemy is and what we get for equipment and bros. So for example, if we end up hiring before our first combat, which is almost for sure gonna happen, we may end up with someone that we wanna give this light crossbow to instead of Ulfert, and we may end up taking melee skill. So I'm gonna hold off on applying our perks quite yet. So as previously outlined, I think north is gonna be a safer direction. The one nice thing about deserters is we would always have the option to go south to find the southern city-states. There's always going to be 3, Ras Sanan, Tarwa, and Al Hazif here. They're there for me if I need them. But I think let's start out going north. That's my inclination based on the city names. Hopefully I don't regret that. We're going to go nice and slow. I'm going to see if there's any road continuing off here. We may trigger a militia, so we'll have to be careful of that. We have not. Cool. And might not be a bad idea to peek on one of these mountains. So all the northern cities hate you? No, the north is good. Just one particular noble house hates us. Okay, the other thing we're gonna need to be careful of, even though we can run for free, I will not be going through any swamps or forests at night. We know that one of the cities that we're hostile to is Brookstadt, which is in a swamp. Could be over here. I mean, it could be in this swamp too, or it could be completely somewhere else. But we'll head along this road. We may end up turning around. You always tend to pass south early due to nomad gear being more usable than barbs. We will ideally set up camp somewhere in the middle of the map. What I really want to fight at first is brigands before fighting, you know, thralls or cutthroats. That said, thralls can be really useful for throwing weapons, and cutthroats can be really useful for, I don't know, just a variety of different weapons. Sham shears or whatever. Scythes. So let's head this way. I don't love that this is a path through a forest. Looks like it does. It is only a little patch though. We've gone through all of our tools. Oh yeah, what's our daily wage? 39 and 6 provisions per day. Okay. So we'll last a little while. That's good. Okay, I don't love this forest. I don't love this at all. I hate this. Okay. We're gonna step outside the radius of the forest here. Looks like there wasn't much of it, that's good. We're just gonna keep following this road. Roads lead to cities, and cities are where we need to go. Okay, here's another one we are hostile to. They sent their militia, okay. So again, we can run for free as long as we're on a road and not next to like swamp or forest. Even if they're attacking us, we will be able to just simply run. So I think we just blast through. Enemies have a small delay after you fight them where they're locked into place. So I think the move here is to make sure we're not on rocky terrain and that the militia isn't as well. We're gonna meet them on purpose. We're being attacked, that's okay. We go first, we run away. We make sure to run because they have, you know, archers. So we need to get out ASAP. And we're good. So in any other run, by doing that, we would have lost mood. But these deserters don't care. So then we get to move on through. And now hopefully, is this a dead end? No. I think this is a road. Yeah, we're good. I was gonna say, if that was a dead end, that would be that would be bad. Okay. So this is a pretty standard set of ambitions to start with. We have to think of what is most likely to accomplish first. And the most likely is probably we need allies. Getting up to a dozen could happen, but that might still be a little ways away. And then discovering and breaking, you know, busting a random camp. Every once in a while you can find like a super easy zombie camp you can bust, but let's do allies. I just feel like that's most likely. Okay, we see footprints here. So let's be some briggies. All right, so we got 6 thugs and a poacher. We can't fight this now, but if we hire bros, we may be able to. So, much like last time, I'm gonna fight them, run away, and we're gonna do it where we're not in the forest, just in case. Okay. The terrain, by the way, is always the attacker. So if you're attacking them, the hex that you're over on the world map, the spot you're over, is going to be... God, this is a tempting fight to take, but I think, again, deserters, there's risk. So, resolve breaks can happen so easily by simply letting enemies get in your zone of control, and we can't risk that. But this might be a fight that, if we recruit a few bros, we'll have the opportunity to return to. So then we're gonna move right through them. See you later, dudes. Let's take a look at where they're going. They're chasing us. I kind of like that, actually. Yeah, with a few extra bros, very doable. All right, yeah, chase us. Chase us, my dudes. We're at a fork in the road. I don't know, there's really not too much reason to this gets us further from our starting area. But there's a supply caravan coming from there. So maybe to the south is actually a better choice. Yeah. All right, we don't want to fight these briggies here. We know that this faction has a swamp town. I hope we're not just going right towards it. That would be shitty and unfortunate. Okay. Big scary noble army. So we know that there is another, noble fort or citadel down here, and one attached to. We know there's one for each road. My inclination is actually to just move away from this. Even though, as previous, we can run, intentionally engage in combat and then run away. I think let's just move away. Okay, here's swamp stuff, so probably this is that hostile swamp town, I'm guessing. Well, let's see. So it says modestly sized city. This might be too big. So maybe it's a different faction. I'm a little afraid to go into the swamp itself. Can you definitely escape from a war dog? On flat terrain, probably. Alright, so we're approaching this from an angle that I feel safer with. Nope, yeah, so this is Brookstadt. Jesus. Alright, so we found 3 of the 4 hostile towns. And the clock is ticking, we're eating food, we're paying wages. It's daytime now. Okay, we've got some beast footprints there. We know that because there was a supply caravan, unless, I mean, I guess we don't know what's happening at the road here. We know that there is a noble citadel or whatever somewhere up here. Can you hover over the buildings and see whether there's a garrison in them to figure out if they're hostile or not? Like when we were down here? What do you mean? Xerxes, do you have some secret knowledge that I don't have? Is the house that hates you always smack right in the middle of the map? That seems rough. No, actually, the way it works is the first random military place that you find becomes hostile to you. At least that's how the code to generate the faction that's hostile to you is done. So in a sense, it's basically random. They could be northern, they could be southern. They don't have to be in the center. So as soon as you spot a building, hover over it and see if there's a garrison in it. If yes, it's hostile. What do you mean? Oh, unknown garrison. Interesting. That information has always been something I've never paid attention to. What? That's crazy. Thank you, Xerxes. I had no idea that that was information that would be... Okay, well, let's see. The next town we find, I'll hover over the first little thing I find, and we'll see if it says that. So, because there are footprints and beast prints over here to the east, I'm going to go this way and not mess with whatever that is. At least for now. We may end up wanting to go that way. Aha! Oh man. This is incredible. You're right. We can hover over these, and because it doesn't say unknown garrison... Okay. Durbach. A small farming village living mostly off of the surrounding fertile lands. Let's see what's here for us. It's a local holiday. There's ambush trade routes. Let's take a look at the contract. Drive off brigands. These are kind of tough contracts. We may not be able to get enough here. Okay, recruits. The millers are fine. Daytellers are fine. I'm going to avoid anything with a penalty whatsoever to resolve, so I'm going to avoid this farmhand. You can comb the world map with your cursor. It shows buildings even in fog. No kidding. Well, we won't be doing that. I did not know that. That's crazy. We know for sure that there's something here. Like, so this would... Like, we know there's a T1 military settlement here. I guess I don't know exactly where it is. Well, in any case, not going to be doing that, but interesting. Only shows the settlement attachments. Crazy. So I like what's on offer here to hire. I don't like this contract as a very first one. The drive off brigands ones can be somewhat sketch. They have even at one skull, they have a more difficult pool of fights than the return a lost item type contracts. So my plan for now, wages are not high. food costs are not extreme, is to move on for now, possibly return here, either to hire or to take this contract. Took him 2 minutes to go from this is how the source code works to what do you mean you can just hover over and check. Yeah, I mean, there are things I know and things I don't know. I don't know. I looked at the source code for generating this origin to make sure that everything I said was true, basically, right? So I could have just chain restarted to figure out, you know, after 10,000 iterations, what the chances are of every single item are, or I can just tell you definitively based on the random numbers that are in the code. Okay, so this is a dead end. Don't love that. So we always have the option of retreating, right? So I could take that contract, see what it is, and then just retreat if it's not worth doing. The problem with that is that if I decide to take that contract and retreat, I will have hired bros, and then suddenly my ongoing costs are much higher, right? So I have to pay more in provisions, I have to pay more in crowns, and I'll be down the hiring cost of those bros that I pick up. So I'm gonna keep this option open. I may return here, I really might, but I am going to avoid it at least for now and see what else we can find. Drive off briggies, what's the harder variation, like 7 thugs and a pusher? No, you can fight raiders. There's the easiest fights within that are much harder. It might still be worth doing. We'll get the lowest possible thing with this starting crew. So, you know, when we start out with decent gear, let's see what is available for hire here. So I'm looking at basically being able to hire maybe 4 bros. The tailor also has a resolve penalty, I'm pretty sure. No, they don't. Just fatigue. Okay. I kind of like that they start with the wooden sticks. As far as like starting gear, that's actually pretty, like, that's kind of good. So if I bought these first 2 and the bottom one, the 3 with the sticks, that's exactly 500. So that comes out to 500 crowns exactly. Wages will go up by 23. So essentially that puts us on like a 3-ish day clock. We could also hire them. No, that's way too far away. I was gonna say where those thugs were. That's too far away. Those might be gone by now. Surely our starting bros won't deserve us if we get past the 3-day clock. Surely they won't. I mean, we do have pretty good starting bros. We really do. Okay. I'm gonna accept the contract. Are they prepaying us? No. Pretty close, looks like flat ground. So that's good. I'm gonna hire these 3. We're obviously not hiring Gisbert. Let's take a look at him. I'll strip him down, as we do with all the bros when we first get them. Henrik, capable of damage, not capable of getting swung out and dodging. When's there gonna be action? Dude, this is the real action. Goswin here is not bad. Goswin here is pretty decent, actually. I would say we really care about this stat right now. So from that perspective, he's pretty good. And then Bertolf actually works pretty well as well. Yeah, so resolve, actually not bad, really. It's only Goswin that's got the resolve problem. The rest are average, you know. Yeah, looking at naked bros, that is the real action. But yeah, it's true. Goswin is almost at the level of a deserter. So, because of the deserters in our group, we have to make contact with them and not allow enemies to make bulk contact to us. So, we also can't let bros fall in battle, ideally. We're gonna give these bros the shields. I guess maybe not Henrik. Yeah, really good rolls for the first 3 bros. Could be much worse. Absolutely. It could be much worse. I agree. We're gonna give the 2 kite shields to these bros. And in fact, don't love pessimist. That's bad. Yeah, so we're gonna put them front and center. And then we're gonna have Baron von Pone and Guido around the sides. So we know what we're facing, brigands. We can move towards this and see if we know what the garrison is, what we know what the, you know, what we're fighting, and if we know what time it is, to see if it's nighttime or not. And then we'll assess those 2 level ups. Highwayman's hideout. Many thugs. Okay. 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 No hats? what we should do is Ulford is not going to take any melee contact. He's not allowed to. We're going to give Bertolf a hat, just to prevent him from dying to a single hit to the head. And Guido here, we're just going to have to be careful with. So, Guido, we've got a choice. And I think both are interesting and valid. We can either go fast adaptation or Colossus. Colossus gives decent value percentage-wise from his starting hit points. Helps prevent injuries, probably not in this fight. He's either going to get hit in the head and get injured, or in the body and then not, either way. But his chance of breaking is a function of the remaining hit points. Battles are going to be, these early battles are fast. We're not daggering anyone down yet. So fast adaptation has maybe a little lower value. I think what I'll probably end up doing is on Guido, I think I'm barely leaning towards Colossus, and then on Ulfert, there's no reason not to just simply take fast adaptation. The other option is we could give Bertolf here the light crossbow, but I think with fast, and we'll be able to, apply this level up, I think I'm okay with it here. So we're gonna go fast. Here we're gonna go Colossus. So then I'm gonna go probably I'm going to ignore melee defense on this level up and just go hit points, resolve. Anything to stop Guido from breaking if he gets hit. Or if one of my allies takes, a resolve check. We can't have it cascading. Getting as much resolve as possible, even if it's a low roll, is of utmost priority. Ulfert here is going to be a similar deal. We're taking this resolve. We don't plan on having him take melee contact whatsoever, but we cannot have him contribute to a resolve cascade. So we're taking it. And we're definitely taking range skill. That's kind of a given. Now this is an interesting choice as for the last thing. Yeah, he'll end up being a hybrid. I'm so unconcerned with long-term plans right now. I am purely focused on exactly this next battle until we at least get a toehold of a couple levels and, more resolve on the team overall. I think I'll probably go with melee skill. There may be a weapon we can pick up on the battlefield this battle, or God forbid we put the crossbow away and we have to punch someone to death. It could happen. We know they're not going to have any ranged attack on their side. Let's do it. Win this fight and you're more than halfway to win Monolith? Probably true. So we're glad that this fight is happening during the day. That's for sure. Okay. We've got some decent high ground. The trick is... So I mentioned previously we can't let enemies make melee contact with us. And that can limit strategic options as far as taking high grounds. Because of the resolve checks you take when they come into contact with us. So the team's all going first right now. Thugs are actually somewhat slow. They have 90 initiative at base, and then of course they lose some for their starting gear. So a lot of times your team will actually be faster than them, especially if you're like lightly armed and armored. So even the bros with like heavier armor are actually pretty similar speed to some of these that have like, you know, shields on and the woodcutter's axe. A lot of them are wearing hats. That's too bad. We do really want to fight from this high ground. I think it's probably still in my best interest to fight from the high ground. Yeah, I think that's true. I think that's true. If you stand 1 or 2 behind the high ground when they move up, you can run into it. Enemies are usually pretty good at avoiding that, actually. They'll probably like take this high ground at first. So the other thing I'm thinking is this woodcutter's axe does have, you know, still the split man ability. So it hits head and body. So I'm actually gonna have Guido and Baron von Pone sort of swap where I'm having them go top and bottom. So I'm gonna put Guido like here and Baron von Pone. I guess they could be on the same, they could both be on the sort of southern flank actually. Maybe that's fine. Have them move together as like a kill squad. Yeah, I think that's okay. I'm gonna wait on the shield bros and these other two will run back. Just to get them to move forward. Yeah, so like as I suspected, they're all gonna pile up on this high ground. The enemy's weird about stuff like that. They love their high grounds. I do too. I mean, I'm setting up on a high ground, right? But I have ranged advantage because I've got one little crossbow. So we can wait, let them come to us. So let's see how they move. I'm worried that they're gonna clump up here instead of kind of splitting into a northern and southern group. So I'm just gonna wait and see what they do. Okay. So I'm gonna have Ulfert the Worm. Oh yeah, I should explain something too. One of the reasons I waited on the bros with the shields was that because they have lighter armor, I wanted to make sure that they went last so that everyone else could adjust and make a room for them on the 2 front spots. And so that I knew, you know, without even looking at the initiative order, that I could get the other 4 to go first. So anyway, so we're gonna attack with the crossbow and then we're gonna back up to this hex. The 2 shield bros are gonna go in the front. Guido and Baron von Pone are gonna take a step back, like maybe to here. And then Henrik, I think I'll just go here. And I think that's how I'm gonna do it. There's no need for us to shield wall or anything like that, because no one can make an attack. Okay, so here I just need to attack, and then I'm gonna back up 1 hex and reload. I'm just gonna go whatever has the highest hit chance that I think is gonna do good damage. So it's either this thug here or this one here. Honestly, because this guy has less armor and he's closer, and that flail has the chance to do some damage to my shield bros, I think we're gonna attack him. Okay. So we're gonna reload, back up, have this guy go here, So one of the things too is if I have these two, Baron von Pohn and Guido, go to these two hexes, if Bertolf and Goswin occupy the two front, I can't take any resolve checks from getting surrounded because only one of these thugs could make contact with one of them, so I don't need to back up further than this. Just right there is fine. The other thing I didn't think about, and I guess I'm not sure what was right, would be, you know, Goswin here compared to Bertolf. They have similar defense skills. Goswin's got more armor. Do I want more armor on top or bottom? Top might need to hold off for longer since the kill squad isn't there. So I think I agree with what I did, but the better armor is here on top. That is tempting. That is so tempting. You'll want to be a top? So killing this thug is very important to us. So if I move Baron von Pohn forward and wait, we'll have Guido go forward and attack. Then he will wait. Because we may be able to kill and then back right up where we came from and not let this Woodcutter's Axe attack us. And the reason I'm doing it like that is to get surround bonus for both attacks. We'll see what this spear does. Okay. We may end up needing to push the spear guy back if he goes here. If he goes here, well, then we'll have to adjust. Figure out what we need to do. So I probably attack with Ulvert. I should probably do it. Yeah, I should, let's see. Yeah, he'll probably be slower than them, so it maybe doesn't matter if I wait. If I hadn't have attacked and used a little bit of fatigue, he'd be fast enough that he'd be able to go before him. He probably will still go before some of them. Maybe I should attack. If so, it would be this thug here. Let's wait. Let's see if this... I'm going to see if this spear guy goes... Yeah, he did. Okay. So Henrik, I am not going to move forward. If this thug wants to go all the way around to here and not attack, I'm fine with that. Damn. Missing that 64% attack is really bad, actually. Hate that. This Woodcutter's Axe is going to be able to get an attack next turn. That sucks. Could move the crossbow down and shoot at the flail. Yeah. We could. We're still not going to be able to move out of range of being able to be attacked. But we do want to finish him off, so... Yeah, here we just end turn. So with Bertolf we have a choice. We could go for a shield push or a stun. I kind of like the idea of the stun better. Make him waste his turn completely. 55% chance we can go for two of them. We got one. Do I do a regular attack to follow it? Yes? Oh, good. We hit him in the head. That's really good, because this is a pretty dangerous... That's a very dangerous weapon, because it's got accuracy. Goswin may as well shield wall. So we have a 60% chance to hit if we go there. I like the idea of moving Ulfert down and attacking this thug and just finishing him off. Nice, and look at that resolve hit. And we're just gonna end turn right there. Okay, so this guy went there and ended turn. Interesting. We're gonna wait on Henrik. We may end up moving Henrik and Goswin such that this guy ends up wasting a turn completely. So let's wait there. Oh, okay. Woodcutter's Axe decided not to attack. Seems good. I guess I'm gonna wait on Ulfert because I'm gonna... No, I think I want to attack. So here's how I think this will go, because I think this will be true no matter how, you know, things progress. Bertolf's gonna stay here, but Goswin's gonna move forward. We're gonna make it so that neither of these two thugs gets an attack next turn by evacuating these two from their hexes that they're at. Which means that I need to move Ulfert down if I'm going to use him, and I'm obviously going to. We may as well attack this thug who's hurt. I think that makes the most sense. I'm not sure how much damage we'll do through that rugged surcoat. We're not going to do much through the Gambeson. I mean, we could attack this guy with the Woodcutter's Axe. Not a terrible call. Let's attack the Woodcutter's Axe. That thug just blocks the others. Crush Windpipe. Yeah, but even though he's fully exhausted, like he can still get an attack in, right? And killing him is more value to the resolve checks on the enemy team, right? Because I'm actually even going to wait on the attacks here on Guido and Baron von Pone, specifically because if I have more surround on them when I land a kill, isn't that minus 10 fat recovery? Yeah, sure, but he still gets an attack, right? You still always get the 15. Enemies do too. And we're gonna wait on Bertolf because we're probably just gonna shield wall, but we'll see. And now is when we get things started. Okay, hit him in the body. That's bad. Okay, we got this guy fleeing. Unexpected, but delightful. And then Bertolf doesn't need to... Let's see. What should I do with Bertolf? So how bad is it if these thugs occupy one of these two hexes? Minus 10 fat recovery per turn, still gets 15 fat per turn. Yeah. It's the same with player injuries too. Or like if you get... like a asthmatic bro. Same idea. So I could go here and shield wall. I wouldn't be able to do anything else if I went to that hex. It would just be for surround bonus, which would be good. Yeah, well, I didn't know about this crazy looking through the fog stuff. I don't love these thugs flanking and getting high ground resolve checks against my squad, but it might be where we can kill these enemies fast enough where it doesn't matter. The other thing to consider is this guy could rally, but he won't if someone's in melee range with him, which is pretty relevant. Because we can't have him, you know, regaining his composure. Let's do that. Okay, not bad. So I'm probably going to attack this thug. Got him. Hey, Grib. All right, we're going to wait on Henrik. We may... Well... We'll see what happens to the enemy resolve once these dudes try to flee. If we move Baron von Pone here, when this guy tries to run, he's at least going to have to take like a secondary attack from him if he does it successfully onto here. I also really care about this guy not running away, but... Yeah, let's go here, because next, you know, we would have to move 2 X's to be able to attack this thug anyway. So let's go here for this half of the turn. Gonna wait here, I guess. The other option, I suppose, is I could go here. And as this guy flees, have more of a surround on this thug to do more resolve check, or resolve malice as this guy flees and dies, and this guy too. Can still... Yeah, let's do that. This guy will remain right where he's at. Same here. Got him. We did get that check there. Got him. Good. Okay. So now I think we definitely go for stuns. Guido still has an attack. I'd like to stun this guy so we can attack the other guy. Okay. Baron von Pone, we can make an attack. Let's see, shield push or stun. Shield push is more likely to hit. Prevents one of his attacks. The stun prevents 2. Nice. Good. Good. So thinking about the rest of this turn order, Bertolf can go here, so then Baron von Pone can take that hex. So I may as well go up here and contribute to the attacks here with... No, I may as well just attack. So actually, I'll wait for better surround. Yeah. So we'll wait here and here. And here. We'll go here. Be ready to potentially stun. Here. I guess just regular attack because he doesn't have enough fatigue. Nice. Clean. 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 23 total points of damage taken. Squeaky clean. Sparkling. Okay. Good. We got some beer. Hell yeah. Crowns, tools, ammo, a militia spear. Seems good. Bludgeon, hatchet, woodcutter's axe, a shield. Wonderful. Yeah. Definitely happy with the spear. Absolutely. No question. And happy with, honestly happy with the whole shtick, the whole thing. Everything here. Wonderful. Cool. Great. We got some tools too. We can actually repair what we've got equipped. Slurgy, who is that handsome bro with a cool shield and stick? Ah ha ha. This guy right here? Pretty sure that's Grib. Pretty sure. Unless I'm mistaken. I may be seeing things. It is. Nice. Nice. Very nice. All right. Back to Durbach. That was a relief of a fight. And then we'll get even more crowns for having completed this contract. Part of the crew now. Hell yeah. Will we get here before night falls? No. So, thinking about the inventory of the place before we left, there was a set of javelins. There was like a few... Food was cheap. I remember that. Tools probably won't be. They were like 300 something. So even clearing the settlement condition, they'll probably be a little bit expensive. Anyway, I think it'd have to be something really compelling for us to want to wait around. There was a pocket knife, right? For like, and you know, that would be cheap, but I think we gotta move on. I'm gonna wait a little longer in the run to ask for a bro to try to improve your chances of actually surviving one of these runs. Smart. Smart. You can ask for a new bro when rebuilding. True, but then you get tarnished with the 2.0 designation. Yeah, the only thing we're really missing that we maybe would like to buy with some spare crowns would be hats. But we're not going to wait for it. None of these weapons are damaged enough to really concern ourselves with repairing them before the next battle. So we can wait, and we don't have to equip anyone or mark the items for repair or anything like that. We can just move on. And so let's head down this road. There's only one the Chaucer per run. I like the attitude. Then only one shall there be. 3 dire wolves. If I had hats, this would be so much more comfortable. I think 3 direwolves is to be avoided. I'm gonna equip my bros as though this could happen. Yeah, no way direwolves can be terrible early on. I agree. We are not fighting the direwolves, to be clear. We are avoiding them. Okay, so they are chasing me. Okay. Well. That's our route. And we're not getting any closer to that forest, that's for sure. So let's just go this way. The direwolves have given up the chase, so we could go along this road. Let's take a peek on this mountain edge to see if we can just, shoot. I was gonna say, hopefully just get to the other side. So, based on where we are in the map, I almost gotta think that just running straight north, we're likely to run into some sort of road. Because we're still kind of biased towards the right side, like the east. Direwolves are getting chased, they were never after you. Yeah, but we can't risk that. But yeah, the direwolves are gone now. So do I continue on the road that way, or do I just run north here? Yeah, just everyone is running down the road to get away from someone else. Yeah, no kidding. That was us. It will continue to be us for a little while. And then it will be our foes. So, I guess since I see like more mountains here, I think if I didn't see these, I'd be tempted to just say, screw it, let's just see if we see another road passage up north. But given that we see these mountain, rough terrain things here, I think it'll be better to just hit up the road. Just continue as though there were no direwolves all along. The one reason I'm a little reluctant to go down this road the way we are is we do know that there is a noble settlement, like a military settlement, somewhere that came from this road for the, shoot, what's the name of the faction? Niedergard. Unfortunately, I can't attack this trading caravan to, eat up its juicy insides, so we won't. We're hoping that we end up spotting some of the trading caravans for the faction that we're opposed to. That's great, that's what we want, but for now. All right, so there's Gerheim. Let's see what's here. One skull contract to return a coin collection. Wonderful. And we've got a brawler on offer. Also very nice. Two other brothers that, maybe would be nice to pick up if we had more money, but we don't, so we won't. Let's take a look at the marketplace. They're selling furs for cheap. Other things are also on offer at pretty good price. The furs may be able to be sold somewhere else at a profit. We're definitely going to do one of these rare coin collection contracts. We're going to recruit the brawler, I think. It's fine. 37 resolve, I kind of want that to be higher, given that brawlers can do better than that. He low rolled on us, which is too bad. Nice new run. Hell yeah. Welcome, welcome. So, oh, and actually, also, let's look at hats. 18 and 51. Fairly cheap boar or militia spears too. Goblins equals briglets. Ooh. 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 Yes. Yes. That's very nice. That's very nice. So yeah, let's get this hood and straw hat rolling. I'm tempted to buy knives on the off chance that we can surround and get an armor. Yeah, buying a straw hat. Yeah. You gotta look nice, you know? Protect your, you gotta get good protection from the sun, right? So you can hit the enemies. It's a nice hat. Unfortunately, we're still not gonna have a hat for Henrik here. But that's fine, he doesn't need one. He'll be alright. In fact, let's still give a better hat to Guido. We may be... Oh, we'll see. If they get hit in the head, so be it is your plan. Risky, but you know. I guess I'll go with the hatchet over the wooden stick. The stun on the wooden stick almost makes me value it higher than the hatchet, honestly. But the hatchet does do pretty okay damage, so... Hey, if you were in a situation where you were gonna get hit in the head with an axe, and you were given the choice of straw hat or no straw hat, you better believe you're gonna wear that straw hat. I would. And I'm as cowardly as they come. Alright, I don't think there's anything else I would need to do before leaving. The jabs are tempting, the dagger, or the knives are tempting. Yeah, direct hit with an axe does seem like it would probably be fatal, huh? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna buy the jabs just in case we go on a wild goose chase and we need to do more than 1 day of wages. That sounds extreme, but I've had it happen. So it's a matter of the knives. As soon as you've got 6 bros, you can get a full surround on a fleeing enemy. Some thugs will still have armor that's worth daggering down, because this is going to be 7 thugs. I don't think I can quite justify buying the knives yet. Most of the fights are going to be won by just smashing them. Seven thugs. As the Oracle projected. On flat ground, they didn't run too far. Okay. So we've got a pitchfork here. That's pretty scary. Otherwise, you know, it's the 2-hand weapons on the bottom, at least in general, that are scary. The rest, not too bad. Yeah, exactly. There's always another blotched Gambison. Who knows? Maybe this thug right here with this blotch gambeson, maybe we'll bash him in the head. Yeah, they got the Golden Dog here. It is definitely scary. And he's not wearing too much armor. So I think we're gonna end up backing up to these high ground hexes here. Same deal as previous, we're gonna wait with our shield bros and then retreat. Goswin and Henrik here start confident, so that's really nice. Since this is the deserter run, will you be hiring more deserters? Absolutely not. Deserters are garbage. I hate them. So no. No, but in all seriousness, you can't, because resolve is something of a collective stat in a way, and how one brother can affect another, you cannot afford to have multiple brothers with low resolve. You just can't. Yeah, Slurdy's all about winning. It's true. I'll do themes when it's like safe to do so. I'll put it that way. Slurgy does like to cook, after all. So we're gonna wait. Wait. We've got another interesting block of high ground here. I could go all the way to it, but it's easy for them to just kind of get on it with me and share it. I think we'll be going for this set of hexes anyway. I'm thinking. Yeah, the theme is a band of mercenaries trying their best not to die. It's true. That is the theme. Okay, wait with one more guy, see where they go. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna put the same kind of deal. I'm gonna put the shields on the high ground hexes. I think which of the two do I want to occupy each one? Yeah, I think similar deal as last time. I'm gonna end up with more kill potential in the bottom part, I think, with how I think I'm gonna do this. So no reason we can't put Balder here. Ulfert I could like attack and back up one, but I think I like the idea of backing up more. Not all the way to here, because then I can't attack. Maybe I don't care about that. Maybe if I just save for next turn, that's fine. Since without Pathfinder, I can't get up to a high ground spot anyway after like attacking and reloading. So maybe I just go up here now. That's probably worth. I think so. Okay, wait on those. Ulfert can attack. Let's see if we can crack this guy open a little bit. We can't. And then we're just gonna end turn. So do I go for him and try to blow him up? If I do want to do that, I need to decide to do so now. Baron von Pone could go here. Guido could go there. Goswin can continue to just sort of hold off the top side. Then I get 3 attacks on this thug. Should be enough to blow him up. Kind of depends on where this guy and this guy go. Yeah. So go there, wait. Okay. So one of the things was that plan was going to put Guido right there, and he no longer can. Grib could. Maybe that's fine? Okay, good. I like that resolve check. Scared of what this pitchfork could do next turn, but okay, I'm gonna wait because we're gonna get better surround. So Guido's gonna go here. He's got good armor. We could pull out the pocket shield. I don't think I need to, especially since this guy's a flail. We're gonna go here. Balder's gonna occupy where he used to be because he's still kind of fragile, and then we'll have Goswin just shield wall. Hey, Christoph. Sorry, I'm struggling with your name. Thanks for the prime. Okay. And we're gonna end turn right there. Actually, maybe we could, maybe I've got a better plan. Why not? Well, because he might die. So I'm deciding between, my initial plan was just for Balder to wait here, have Grib go up forward, contribute to the surround bonus, and then, you know, whatever here. The other option is, I could send Grib here and shield wall, and then if Goswin shield walls, we get the shield wall adjacency bonus for increasing defenses. It puts Balder in a pretty dangerous spot. YouTube viewer here, can you name any random bro after me? Gotta see him die the next VOD. You got it. Welcome, welcome. An acceptable damage sponge? He is. I mean, the nice thing is, because he has higher resolve, he's less likely to have a resolve break that cascades to others if he just gets killed. He's nothing special. We're putting him in a dangerous spot, make no mistake. But got him. Okay. That was what we kind of needed to have. We had good hit chances there, 91 and 78, but like, you saw how many attacks we missed in the last combat, right? It was a lot. Woo! Hey, the real Morph Dusseldorf, thank you. Yeah, that went surprisingly well. Also, Guido just took that guy's head off, which means we're getting that armor. Cha-ching, who needs knives? You just chop their heads off. And so we may as well move into melee range here. Pitchfork might go for huge bro. He might. We'll see who he goes for. So Ulfert, do I want to move forward? No. I think I leave him right where he is and we shoot up here somewhere. Seems good. Balder, let's send all the way to here. Probably. I mean, none of these other thugs can attack him. And I think we attack before this thug goes. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. Excellent. I'm gonna wait here. And... off with his head. I think that's another armor. Great. Okay. So I'm a little worried about Ulfert. I could shield push here, 95% chance to hit. That's pretty high. And then move to like there. Which protects him mostly. I think that's good. Henrik's still got his turn. He's got 7 AP, so he can't attack. But I think... we can still go with Guido here. We'll wait here as well to get the surround bonus before we attack. And let's go for 2 stuns. Nice, we got 1. What do I do with the rest of Grib's AP? Nothing? Maybe just do a regular attack, actually. Okay. Balder, I'm gonna wait. Let's let these guys move first. Okay, Ulfred I think will attack this thug. Great. Reload, no reason not to just go here and in turn, I don't think. Still gonna wait here with Henrik. We're gonna let this thug go so that when he moves, he can only attack us 1 time. He did it. He did the 1 attack. Alright, let's try to get a better surround on this thug. Guido got chonked in the head by this axe, which is bad. We may end up pulling out his shield. We'll see. We're gonna wait for now and have him go last. So given that, no, we'll still just wait. Balder, get in here, do an attack. Okay. Henrik. Got him. Nice. So then Baron von Pone may as well contribute to this surround. Let's get all the way to here. Let's pull out the shield. Ooh, hit him in the head. We could get another armor here. It's a really good armor. Knife him. So we can, actually. That is something we can do because we can pick up a knife from the battlefield, right? So there's one right over here. We can keep him surrounded, have someone walk over to a knife while everyone else pins him down, and then stab that knife under the bits of his armor. Or I suppose there's just a flail right here. Yeah, the flail works too. No, I think we're gonna do it. Henrik. You know what to do. Ulford, I'm gonna have to pull out the stick so we make sure that guy dies. We're gonna end turn here. This is the only guy that can help in a way, the stun. There we go, he's fleeing. Run him down. Henrik. Got him. Okay, so that battle was insane, actually. That battle was insane. We got the blotched gambeson and a rugged surcoat, another spear, a big boy dagger. We got the pitchfork. Hell yeah. Very, very happy with this outcome. This is excelente. We can go ahead and equip the blotched gambeson now. Streamer luck? Exactly. Don't you guys press that little checkbox? You know, deep in the menus? The streamer button? You know, streamer mode button? You'll find it eventually. I see we're careful not to repeat last run's incidents. Yeah, we started out that way last run too. That feeling when not a streamer. Oh, you just gotta press the checkbox. All right, let's get Grib some big boy armor. Boulder or Henrik, either one can get the other armor. Henrik deserves this armor after what he did, so let's hand that over. Ulford can get a linen tunic, something a little bit more defensive. Wasn't there a certain Ashen Prince early on too? There was. There was a certain Ashen Prince who did cause substantial pain. Okay. So we got another spear. Oh, this is that same spear. I'm an idiot. This is the same spear. It's the same spear. We just dropped it because we picked up the flail. Never mind. Henrik can keep the spear. Right. So let's give this pointy dagger over to Goswin. We'll give him a backup stick. I could give someone a pitchfork. Not a bad idea. I could give Guido the spear. Toss the pitchfork over here on Henrik. Yeah, I think that's good. Pitchfork for huge bro. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, he's more likely to get hit, right? So it does make sense to give him the pitchfork. And we've got Goswin here starting out with the dagger and a wooden stick in his backpack. I think that's okay. We're gonna make sure we've got pocket shields for Baron von Pone and Guido and Balder. Sure. Do I want to give Henrik an emergency bonk in case it's like last ditch effort? In the off chance that like he's in a I'm gonna die for sure situation, but if I can just pull out my wooden stick and stun someone, I might live. We'll go ahead and do that. Big boy damage can one shot no headgear briggies. Yeah. Yep. You can. And briggies, they're fools. They don't go into battle with helmets. So we can wait just a moment to assign stats and perks. We can wait till we see what we're gonna face next. We don't really have a ton of options for weapons, so that's why I went ahead and just did it in a way that I thought made sense. All right, we need tools. They're a little bit expensive here, but we probably need to just buy some. Not gonna use the Gooden Dog? I mean, we maybe could. The problem with the Gooden Dog is well, maybe we could on like Balder, right? Because he's got pretty low melee skill. I don't love not being able to move 2 hexes and attack. But it's probably worth using over the hatchet for sure. No, I think I probably will. I think that does make sense, actually. We'll give him the medical supplies. And we'll put a shield here on Ulfert. Yeah, in general, I'm not as big a fan of this weapon as others seem to be. Because realistically, its damage is not much above a dual-gripped militia spear. Now, I'm going to say that with like the asterisk of understanding that the same amount of damage in 1 attack versus 2 does more armor-penetrating damage, and so is actually more. But not being able to be more discreet with your damage is kind of a problem against early enemies, and you know, basically, it's better than using the hatchet, but it's not, in my mind, better than using the militia spear. Not having spear wall as an option does hurt it. We haven't used spear wall yet in this campaign, but we will. Because this is, you know, because I'm Slurgy, and that's what I do. Okay. So I'm gonna buy tools. We also have to fix up the Golden Dog, which sort of sucks. They're expensive here, but it is what it is. Selling the woodcutter's axe is an interesting idea. You're being a goat and drag right now. A little bit. A little bit. The javelins are cheap. We need to buy more food. Let's just buy the food. That's gonna have to happen, right? I don't think I can afford to buy the jabs. I want to keep a little bit of money in the bank. Do I sell some of these weapons here at like an okay sale price, or do I move on? I might just hang on to them. If I'm gonna hang on to the money. Could also just buy jabs. Sell the 2 woodcutter's axes and have like a much better ranged attack for Ulfert than this stupid light crossbow. Get down to like 2 days worth of wages. Might be a little dangerous. Let's leave it as is. Let's leave things at like 3-ish days of supplies for things. And then I guess we can either go east or north. Given that we knew a supply caravan from House Nidegard went down this road, and noble houses tend to like physically concentrate. The military settlement where that originated from is more likely to be to the right here. So I'm gonna go north. I think that's probably true. Though, if I go north, I'll be going through this forest at night. The road does open up, it looks like, maybe. Yeah, okay. A lot of trading caravans moving through here. Battle site. Let's be careful. Another battle site. Let's take a peek on one of these mountains to see if there's some raiding briggies we can catch. No. Nice deserters. Any bros to be claimed? Yes. Oh, and oh my goodness. Christoph wanted one. Any random bro. Christoph, how about this one? Boom. Christoph is going to be our chatty starting deserter. And then bad with maps. I too am bad with maps. Let's give you another one of the starting deserters. A hybrid. Okay, we got some footprints. Barbarian, some thralls. That could be a good fight. Let's go chase after those thralls. Hey, you're welcome. Can you be the other huge bro? You certainly can. These are very risky names. You very easily could die. Okay, now that we're confident this is going to be our next fight, let's go ahead and apply these level ups. That's the fun. Good. I think so too. I just want you to know what you're getting into. All right, so Goswin here. Definitely taking resolve and melee skill. Right now, his job is kind of just to hold the shield. The battles are quick enough, I'm not too concerned about fatigue. I want to put it in melee defense, but I think I'll put it in hit points. Hey, thank you, Final Overdrive. That was a tough run. That was too much stress. My poor little heart. My poor little heart can't take it. All right, and let's do Colossus. I think he's got a good enough hit point pile. May as well. Grib. I guess basically the same idea. And could do 9 or Colossus. I think he's got a healthy enough hit point pile and armors. Let's just prevent injuries with Colossus. Your heart stopped in the rest of your opportunity. It did. It sure did. It sure did. Lots of people's did. XJI7, our huge bro, back here. We're still going to keep pumping resolve, even on the bros with like a pitchfork again for the cascading effects onto others while we're working through this incredibly low resolve period, just in case. Because that's how something goes from a little bit bad to complete catastrophe. Can't have complete catastrophe. Would it be possible to claim a fatigue neutral this run? It sure would. I will, oh yeah, I've got an extra pen over here. I put like a little notepad next to my computer. I do a mix of Notepad++ notes and physical notes for various things. My desk here and like my work desk are all completely covered in just random notepads with all sorts of complete nonsense on them. Some of them are so old I don't even know what they means. I don't know what a lot of this all means. But I've got random notes. Anyway, final overdrive, fatigue neutral. Noted. It'll be a little bit till we hire one where we're confident that'll be the case. Yeah, new note 68, yeah. Yeah, there's a little bit of that. All right. Yeah, is this important? Yeah, some of them are. Most of them aren't. Okay, and we could give XJI 7 fast. You don't get too much value out of it with the pitchfork. I think if anything, we'll end up picking up like, if we keep the pitchfork on him for a while, we'll end up just grabbing Backstabber instead. We can just go Colossus. Baron von Pone. Boom. And we have to take Resolve here. And so here, kind of similar deal. I could either go fast or Colossus. And I'm still feeling probably Colossus on this guy too. His hit points are a little bit lower, but again, there's the preventing injuries aspect, and he's got decent-ish melee skill with an accuracy weapon right now. I don't see that changing, at least in the short term. If anything, I would probably pump up this accuracy weapon to an even more accurate weapon, being a spear. So let's go ahead and do Colossus. ¿Por qué no? Alright, and let's fight these thralls. Stop running, start fighting. Necromancer, we will not be fighting that for a little while. But we'll make a mental note, we might sometime soon. Given that they probably, so this is where deserters can be kind of bad. They often come with throwing weapons. They're somewhat fast. If we were to wait, let them run at us, pull out their throwing weapons, and then, you know, we run at the second half of the first round, they'll be able to move and attack the next round. So we like have to kind of retreat, I guess is my very roundabout way of saying it. Not retreat off the battlefield, but retreat just to where we don't let them get a free adrenaline. Because again, they're pretty fast, and we're not. I'll wait just with the shield bros. Yeah, see? These throwing weapons. So thralls do have quick hands. So there's no like super incredible incentive to getting in melee range with them. Oh yeah, we do really want them to drop some jabs for us. We can get 3 attacks on this front thrall. 4. Pitchfork can get him too. That seems pretty good. And we can get melee range of... just this one. Jesus. Puppy wants to sit on my lap. Where'd you go? Dog Tex. She's very cute. Okay. So we'll attack, I think this thrall still. Okay, pierced hand. That's good. That's a nice injury. So do I put Balder? Yeah, let's have it be Kristoff, actually. Well... no, let's let Balder be the one who gets surrounded, if anything. Oh, hey. I guess if I looked up at the top and saw there were 6 foes, there was one just absently missing. Curious. Okay. Some Kristoff here. And may as well wait with Baron von Pone, just in case. Same with Goswin. Grib, I guess same deal. We'll see if this... dang, what was the chance of that? 71? That's too bad. I found the slacker in the group. Why is he so far behind? Good question. I'm almost tempted to just do a puncture here on this thrall. It's either a regular stab here or a puncture here. We're gonna go for the stun on the other one. Okay, every single attack missed. We're gonna wait with Balder, because we're gonna attack with better surround bonus once Kristoff's in place. Oh, good God. I guess there was that risk of him maybe dying with the rotate attack. Brutal. That would have been bad. Balder may end up dying anyway. We'll see. Bad with maps has got to attack someone. Probably should be this thrall. So much higher hit chance. XGI 7, this is such a good hit chance, we gotta go for it. Also, the pitchfork does have additional chance to hit head. Man, that's bad. I don't think we go anywhere with him. Yeah, XGI 7, what the fuck? What was that? Come on, man. We needed that. I guess I'll just go for regular attacks against this naked one. Oh, the Gooden Dog might one-tap him, though. Which I suppose then we could save for there. Then maybe bail him out. Well, good attacks by Goswin. Do I want to see if Grib can get a stun to see if I want Baron von Pone to attack someone else? I think so. Got the stun. So then Baron von Pone could move up and attack this thrall. Or this one. Yeah, let's do that. So Grib can go be a savior here. Prevent bad with maps from dying. Seems good to me. Balder, your chance of survival hinges on you hitting here. Good. Okay, that was rapid. And oh, Balder's dead. Balder will get one last farewell attack before he makes that thrall confident for dying right in front of him. None of you guys hit either. True. There was a lot of disappointing battlefield performance there. Put the heavier armors in contact with the guy with the cleaver. Nice, good attack by Grib. I suppose let's attack here so we can do it before he gets a turn. Okay. Contribute to surround bonus. Okay. Balder, he's not dead. He's merely traumatized. Alright, and the nice thing about fighting these small groups of barbarians, like barbarian thralls, is they get these cute little items, like the little bracelets and bone figurines that you can always sell for a bit. And we got javs and some spears. And now that we've got more than one spear, that lets us set up potential shield wall shenanigans. You love to see it. Excuse me, spear wall shenanigans. Bleeding out isn't that big a deal. Isn't that bad he's making a big deal out of it? Kind of agree. He kind of is. Bad luck in the fight, but still a positive outcome. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Tis but a scratch. Tis indeed. Now he's more in line with our other deserter bros. True. Being traumatized does make him fit in. They're traumatized from war. He's traumatized from war. Okay, what's our tools situation now? For some reason I thought it might be worse. That's not too bad. We can actually fix up everything. So I've got more spears in the front line. There are a number of fights now that with decent melee skill actually, we've got okay unlocks for new fights with multiple spears and spear wall. This one's not there because of the Geists, but you know, easy zombie camps are definitely among them. I'm going to wait to allocate perks until we see the next fight, but there's going to be a lot of gifted being taken here, especially now that I'm equipping the spears. We've got good base melee skill, we may as well pump that even higher. And then with gifted, we can also patch up resolve on everyone a little bit. Bad with maps, we'll be able to get some more stats to possibly just gifted, maybe quick hands. We'll have to see on him. So we chase these barbarians over here, kind of a long way off the road. Let's go ahead and just take a peek on like one of these mountains to get a little more info about the terrain. We got some snow up here, that's fun. That's fun. All right, and we'll go to the road. Whoa, team. Nope, you're good, Suze. Sorry, that was very loud. The dogs heard the dishwasher and its cycle. They didn't like that. Or maybe just beep, I suppose it's been done for a little bit. Okay. And I don't know whether, you know, west here or north is better. I think fighting brigands is a little bit more profitable than fighting thralls, generally speaking, so I'm gonna avoid the snow. I mean, we'll still be maybe fighting thralls and other barbarians here in the tundra, but there may also be brigands here. Oh, and hey. Would you look at that? We got a mine cave-in Rheinberg. Escort caravan to Durbach, about a day to the south. We got another cheap brawler here. Getting a stack of jabs was nice, but thugs are less dangerous and raider armor is great. Exactly. Yep. For sure. We definitely want to get raider armor as soon as we can. So I guess I could take this caravan south to Durbach. Not wildly profitable. Sale price here is terrible, surprisingly. I mean, it's bad, it's not terrible, it's just, it's the best we've seen though. What I'm considering is selling enough such that if we accept that contract, we end up with 2 days of wages in the bank and we're able to buy 1 stack of tools. So we won't get a great sale price, but we are going to sell some stuff to be able to accomplish that. I feel like that's a good idea. So we'll end up needing right around 360, 362. Yeah, we haven't seen a large town that isn't hostile yet, exactly. And since I think I am going to take this contract, we're not going to see one for a little bit. So that'll give us enough tools to repair anything that gets damaged by any enemies that we find along the way. Actually, I guess I should look. Straw hat for 25. Let's trade a hatchet for a straw hat. Could also maybe buy a knife. Let's put the straw hat on. Either one of these would be subject to random stray projectiles, so let's put it on bad with maps. So let's go ahead and do our level up, and then we'll accept that contract for the Caravan. Baron von Pone, nice level ups, and I think there's no reason to not just take Resolve. He needs it. Same deal here. Get primary stats and Resolve. Baron von Pone could turn into a very nice brother for us, despite being a deserter. And Christoph. Same level up, basically the exact same allocation. We're gonna do the same thing here, no reason not to, just take gifted, pump up those same stats. Let's not hit stuff, let's not run away. Christoph's also looking really quite good. Balder, the Iron Jaw. He's traumatized, still gonna take the Resolve. Because he's hurt right now, I'm gonna go ahead and just take 9. He's traumatized after all, right? Make sure he doesn't fall to the other side again. Bad with maps. The extra stat we allocate here doesn't matter too much. He's got decent initiative where he still could be an initiative build. I don't think that's totally unreasonable here on Bad with Maps. Yeah, let's do it. So the option here, I could take Gifted. Given that I have both the light crossbow and the bundle of javelins, that does kind of help out quick hands a little bit, because we can start out like this, and this gives us the line of play where we can move 1 hex and attack with both, but only if we take quick hands, which isn't bad. So it's either quick hands or gifted, and gifted is really just to get our hit chance up. We don't really care about many stats, we only really care about 1 on Bad with Maps. All the rest are kind of just gravy. So maybe we'll go with quick hands. Could also potentially take Pathfinder, but and it is cool to you with you? Cool. We got the Bad with Maps seal of approval. So we'll take this contract. It'll give us a chance for some of our hit points to heal up after that last fight. Oh yeah, let's see, what's our medical supplies situation? Man, that was maybe up to 10 medical supplies worth of damage that was dealt to us, which sort of sucks. I'm not gonna buy any right now. Didn't even look at the price. It's not something that, you know. I hate buying medical supplies. I probably avoid it too much because running out of medical supplies is really bad, but I just hate buying them because I know you're swimming in them later. And like, they're so expensive. And if you just get things that make you more powerful, maybe you wouldn't even need the medical supplies. So I don't know, I probably should just get them more often than I do. We are hoping someone attacks us, by the way. We're not just doing this passively. We want a fight here. Oh hey, and we found a random 8 tools and supplies. It's broke as shit, but we salvaged some of it. Holy cow, look at all these battle sites. Can one of them be us, please? Durbach is well supplied. Let's take a look at the contract here. Obtain Seal of the Sun at Guardian's Keep Ruins. Okay. So that will be a contract to fight a little batch of ancient dead. I feel better about the fight with higher resolve on board. Our resolve is still overall really low. Even ancient auxiliaries have fearsome, so you really have to like make it decisive, ideally. These are generally speaking pretty good contracts to take though. We don't have great weapons for it. We would swap out the spears and go with some of the stuff that we've got collecting here, like the claw club and hell, maybe even the woodcutter's axe. Certainly the hatchets and cleavers, and maybe not the flail though. Got a sword. The javs and crossbow do us like nothing. It would be a pretty good contract for us though. We'd really like to know where there's a large city, because there's access to really cheap trade goods in a lot of these places, that it would be nice, you know, to use that as sort of a supplementary source of income. But we just don't know that yet. We have 2 days worth of wages. We could maybe see what's in Gerheim for contracts, or just accept this one. So if I accepted this one, I've got 7 bros, and I need 7 non-piercing weapons. We have 7 non-piercing weapons that are fine. The sticks are bad, but you can still stun the ancient dead, so that aspect of them is not too bad. But we got this bludgeon, which is pretty decent. The hatchets are fine. The antlers cleaver is fine. The claw club is fine. I think I'm gonna do it. Kind of far away. We have 2 days worth of wages. If we hired 1 bro, we would no longer have 2 days worth of wages. 1 more bro would help us. How much would it help us? Like a little. Not like a lot. The nice thing about fighting early ancient auxiliaries is this is an opportunity to maybe get some household helmets, which are a nice early piece of headgear, and we need headgear. So from that perspective, this is potentially a good fight. I don't think I'm gonna hire another bro. We're gonna put all the shields in the pocket, and then we're gonna unequip spears, because those are not good for this fight. The pitchfork is also pretty bad. Could still use 1 or 2 piercing weapons. Like, is the damage reduction less damage than not using them? I mean, we'll just use something else instead. It's a pretty bad damage reduction. And ancient auxiliaries don't have much armor. Really, you just need to chunk through their hit points. So, like, the wooden sticks are more useful just because of the stun. And they're gonna do more damage than the spear. Less chance to hit. But I think we've got decent enough melee skill on the team that I think we'll be okay. So let's think about how we want. Yeah, let's go with the lightest armor in the center, and we're gonna concentrate fire in the center generally. So I think that's fine. Fearsome checks could be on the side. I still think we'll put the heaviest. I think we'll still put the 2 deserters there. And we'll give them the best weapons as well. Which in this case is going to be a bludgeon and a short sword. Maybe could even do the hatchet. Yeah. Oh, I just got a, hey Zephyr, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. No, I'm not gonna do, well, maybe I will do the wooden flail. I was gonna say I wasn't gonna do it, but I guess going around shields is okay. 10 to 25 damage is pretty pitiful though. No, I think no. What's our tools situation? 28, okay. You have to be very careful with the bros in the center. May have to not... Actually, what I might do, with the bros I really don't want to get hit, here in the center that are more fragile, I might just leave them with shields up as to start with. Make it less likely to take those fearsome procs at all. I think that matters more, I really do. And... yeah, okay, let's do it. And it doesn't matter what time of day we take this fight, day or night. Ooh. Hey, everyone healed from their injuries. That's awesome. Especially because these two had minus melee defense injuries. And that would still affect them with their shields. And now they're going to get some benefit from those shields. Hey, pretty good. Not mad about that. I'll crack open a sparkling water. Kirkland signature. Lime. We're celebrating tonight. All right. And actually what I will also do, let's put better pocket shields on the edges here. Thanks to your video today, you killed Idrok for the first time. Nice! Corvus Korak. Congratulations. Yeah, crack open a cold one. A cold Kirkland Light. All right, so Ancient Auxiliaries, 6 of them. So let's think, is it a benefit? Yeah, I guess I still let them close on me. Cracking open a cold one with the brothers. Hey, Seroy7, thank you for the sub. So I think given these ruins here, they have a lot of shields, which sort of sucks. Weapons-wise, these Falxes are the scary ones. The broken swords are less scary. The ancient spear is a little scary. Yeah, I think let's just go down into the left 2 hexes. You'll be awarded the Battle Brothers Medal of Valor if you defeat each legendary location at least once this series. This is probably not the one for Witch Hut, but the tricky thing actually is that doing the Kraken involves a bunch of fetch quests that take a bunch of time. That's what makes it tricky. So, all right. I'm just gonna back down to an end turn immediately. Could maybe use this terrain back here. It's kind of hard to say because I'm not sure how good it is. And they're going to be able to pursue us because they've got Pathfinder, we don't. I'm pretty sure. Ancient Auxiliaries. They have Pathfinder, right? Almost all enemies, especially like undead ones, do. Yeah, they do. So they would catch me eventually. I think I'd have a little trouble filtering through these hexes here cleanly. Yeah. A little bit. When he gets to random options for start, he has to take that run through every boss in the game. Actually, I kind of like that idea. That's not a bad idea. Okay. I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let them come to me. I don't know if they'll come all the way to melee contact. If they move up just 3 and I go and engage on them, I guess that's fine. It's a lot of pressure on Baron von Pone to hold that top flank. Yep. Oh, Mango, that's my pen. Don't eat my pen. Mango, bud. Hey, don't eat Dad's pen. Little guy, you can't eat my pen. That's against the rules. Yeah, you're a good boy. You just can't eat pens. That would be a big old mess. Nobody wants that. Okay. So floppy. Oh man, he just like, that's what he does. He's just a very floppy boy. He's cute, but when you hold him, when you lift him up, he just like all his body just goes limp. Yeah, you're a good boy. And he sits like people, and he'll just like stare at you. He's the weirdest dog. Okay. So I think I still try to go for stuns as much as I can. What a great doggo. Oh yeah, he's great. He really is great. Nice, that's a good stun. I think, yeah, I still go for the hit here. Okay, good. Good. We'll go for any stun we can, especially on the weaker weapons. All right, that was good. So I'll have Baldur attack the one with no headgear, I guess. Okay. Probably just 2 attacks here. Dang. The bottom auxiliary has the Sherlock Holmes loadout. What does that even mean? These loadouts have names? Am I an ignorant fool? The hat? Is that a Sherlock Holmes hat? Not familiar. Let's see, I think I go for regular hits here. Actually, maybe I wait with XGI 7. Yeah, definitely. Baron von Pone, we can't have him go to breaking. I'm gonna do one attack and pull out the shield. Yeah. Okay. Balder, I guess I'll wait to well, no. Let's just attack here, I guess. It's pretty bad. Okay. If we go here, we still can't attack, so let's move Kristoff to the back. We'll go for stuns. Shit. That's bad. Okay. So let's see if, once Bad with Maps moves up, if we can get a stun, then Kristoff can go for a stun on this auxiliary. Otherwise Goswin might die, and then that could cause big problems here at top. Fearsome OP confirmed. True. Shit. Ooh, got through the shield wall. Okay, that's very bad. Didn't hit the stun. I might go for a regular attack with Kristoff here. 2 regular attacks. Uh-oh. Goodbye, Goswin. I think from a fatigue perspective, I gotta do regular attacks here. My god. So Balder can do a shield push here, and then Grib can take the spot where he used to be. Okay. So let's wait there. Alright, he got away. Grib. Oh, this is a dangerous place to put Grib. He's confident. He's the one who's got to do it. He's a pessimist. We can't let there be another resolve check here on Balder. At least not a fearsome one. Oh boy. Grib's got pretty decent armor. Shield must be used at the same material Captain America's shield is. Yeah. He's blocking a lot of hits. Dude, this ancient auxiliary is invincible. Actually, in all seriousness, do I do riposte here and pull out the shield? Is it ever worth it to break auxiliary shield? You'll often do it if you have both super low melee attack. You wouldn't be able to hit with normal attacks anyway. Yeah, maybe. They have really brittle shields. I think the axes especially, it's worth considering. Definitely gonna pull out the shield. I'm just deciding if I do riposte or not. I think I just go for the slash here. Okay, good. Thank God. Unfortunately, these two are gonna be next to each other. Let's pull out the shield though. Can't let Grib get hit. Good boy. Don't chase after him, you asshole. I said good boy like I was talking to my dog. I was petting my dog. Grib's a dude. He's not a boy. He's a man. Alright, I think because he didn't shield wall this turn, I'm definitely going to go for the stun. Boy, bad with maps is low on fatigue. Still pull him over here. XGI 7. Oof. Do I really put him here? Prevents... I think no. I think I just go for the full surround. Are we doing any specific build this time? Not planned. Baron von Pone keeps running away successfully, so that's good. God. Okay, XGI 7 is in danger. I think we just do a regular attack. Ooh, do I go for the decapitate? Man. Alright, that was good. Yeah, I guess let's get in here. Grib. Luckily, XGI 7's got really good hit points. Grib. All right. So Goswin fell, which was really too bad. That was tough. That one ancient auxiliary thing was just holding us forever. But, you know, we got an ancient spear, we got 2 ancient household helmets, and I guess that's really kind of it. Yeah, the short sword was the only thing hitting. Yeah. Extra plus 10% chance to hit. Makes a difference. Grib, though. Crushed it. So I'm going to go ahead and reconfigure the team for their normal setup. And we'll get these helmets ready to rock and roll. Actually, let's just go straight spears across the way here. We'll give our flanking deserters some fun helmets. Prevents them from taking resolve checks. If they just don't take any damage, they don't take any resolve checks. Easy. Just don't get hit. Just don't get hit. This game is easy if you just don't get hit. Get good. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Easy. Okay. And then on Grib, we'll probably end up just taking gifted. Yeah, I think I'll take the +1 in melee skill. Where do I take the 4 hit points? Maybe I take the 4 hit points. We'll take gifted. Allocate the primaries and resolve. Resolve is what got us in that fight, despite pumping it as best we could previously. Resolve. Good stat. Do you think 9 lives is kind of bad for deserters due to their low resolve? It makes it worse, yeah. Yeah, I do think that, you know, the severity of a resolve check when you take 15 points or more of hit point damage is, does take your hit points into consideration. So if you're more hurt, you're more likely to take a resolve check. And it's actually true for other resolve checks too, right? So, because of that problem, yeah, you do want to have more hit points to avoid those resolve checks from being as bad. And the fact that with 9 lives, it is possible to get to fleeing before dying instead of just dying without reaching fleeing first, because you get hit more at lower hit points. So yes, there is a risk when you're at really low resolve values to causing more morale cascades with 9 lives than otherwise, which is why I don't have very much 9 lives here at the moment. Mango wants down. Okay. My god, these cloth rolls, they're so cheap. They got high spirits, the place is well supplied. We've got money, we need to do something with it. It's too bad we haven't found like a real town yet. I can probably still sell the cloth rolls for a profit even at Gerheim here. It's likely. Do I gamble on that though? This green faction has to have a town or fort north or west, right? I mean, yeah, right? They've got to. Super cheap, incredibly cheap javelins, but yeah, I'm definitely buying these cloth rolls. Even if I only sell them in Gerheim, that's fine. I mean, there's got to be something up here, right? A place where we can sell stuff. We need to find a bigger city, so I think we should take the opportunity from the perspective of like taking advantage of our resources that we have and what we're going to collect, and take that into account and buy the things that we can sell with that in mind. We also have this bone figurines. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hire one bro because I see a super cheap dayteller. Daytellers can be nice. Not this one, but they can be. Give him a hat, give him a sword, give him a shield. Mango, don't chew on that. Mango. Bud, hey, Mango. Don't destroy your doggy bed. Bud. Okay. So let's grab the cloth rolls, maybe ground grains, and then head up to Rheinberg, and then we'll head like up these two paths, and we'll just see, we'll see what we can find. Maybe sell just enough to get over the threshold. So we need just 158. So I'll sell, well, these are worth nothing. Okay. Oh! Oh, right. Hey, we did enough contracts for Durbach that we're allied with them. How great! All right, wonderful. Wonderful. Also, currently we have 69 viewers. Nice, that's very funny, because it's the funny number. Nobody leave, nobody join. Everything shall remain as it is. Block the doors. Hoping we get the event that could give us 2 free deserter bros. Yeah, it's either 2 free deserter bros or a concussion and some lost supplies. We've got a single reaver hanging out with 3 thralls here. We're gonna take that fight if we can. We might be able to get away. Not gonna chase him too far. Let's just take a peek on this mountain and see what we see. Yeah, we can't afford to chase him too far. So let's just head north. Oh, this isn't a terminal stop, is it? Oh. It is. Okay, let's head along the road then. I guess I can see if there's a contract here. Deliver cargo to Gerheim. It's a super cheap contract that we could do super fast. Let's leave it. Yeah. Overnight delivery, that's right. It would be an overnight delivery, that's true. They should pay extra for that, right? The era of free shipping is over, you know? The deserters want their cut. What do we have here? We have, looks like it could be big. It is Norstead. Hey, wonderful. It's ceremonial season here in Norstead. And we can sell these cloth rolls for a pretty penny. Wonderful. There's a makeshift barbarian camp in the forest west of here. Noted. Secure the ruined wooden watchtower. Might do that. Escort caravan to Schweikoff. I also saw the brawler. And yes, Manifest Destiny's Child, we are back at it already. Are the town names always the same for each faction? No, they are not. The town names are information about what the town is. So things that end with like stead are the bigger towns. The burgs are the little ones. The festa ones are like the citadels or keeps and things like that. I think I am going to accept this contract to secure the ruined wooden watchtower. And we're going to go ahead and get the team a little, you know, better than it currently is. So we'll sell these cloth rolls and bone figurine for sure. And let's take that and turn it into bros. We're gonna get the brawler for sure. He's not great, which is too bad. Yeah, that's just too bad. But you know what he can do? Shield wall. As necessary anyway. Give him a sun hat. Give him a bludgeon. As far as you know, rejecting contracts doesn't lower relations rate? Correct. If we reject a contract, it doesn't. But if you start one and then cancel it, it does. Could hire either an apprentice or miner. The apprentice is cheap. Let's go ahead and grab him. Manfred. Okay. Manfred could be an early nimble tank if we needed. He could eventually become fat because he's gluttonous, which, you know, I'm okay with that. Eat up, bud. There's good food. You gotta eat it. Okay. So I'm not gonna hire anyone else. Not at the moment. So here we could either face webnecks or brigands, or there could just be nothing. There may be other possibilities, I'm not aware of any. So let's just go there and see what we see. Webnecks it is. We've got pretty decent weapons for webnecks. One annoying thing about deserters that I'm gonna have to acknowledge and kind of get used to is we won't know our initiative relative to the enemy. So I probably should have put this on my little bad section of the outline at the beginning. For example, sometimes against like undead, I can look at the turn order and be like, oh, okay, here's an enemy at right around 90 initiative, that's a necromancer. Or here's this group, you know, at, you know, whatever, pick a number. But we aren't going to be able to make any such determination with this group on the first turn. So I think what we're gonna end up doing is these webnecks are gonna go like up to like here or so. We're gonna back up, spear wall it up, and just be ready to hold. By backing up, we prevent them from being able to web us if they get through our defenses right at the onset. And I'm just gonna back straight up. And we'll put our spears up. Hold them back as long as we can. That's right, the spear wall. Manfred, I think I'll just end turn. Might go for a stun here. Got it. Spear wall against small beasts should be illegal. They are just little things. It doesn't seem fair, does it? Okay, I think I break myself out. Well, I try. Bad with maps doesn't have a good attack here. I guess I could take out the crossbow and shoot at this one. It's fine. Grazed that one in the kidney. We learned a little bit about webneck anatomy there. They have kidneys. Why wouldn't they, you know? Something's gotta, you know, clean the blood. Boy, we are not breaking free there. Good God. Okay. This is still ended up a pretty clean fight. And I think it's basically over. So this was actually quite good for us. I think they're all gonna run. Yeah, spiders have kidneys. The real question is, do spiders, like, you know, in our world, the little tiny insect ones, they have kidneys? Do insects have kidneys? What sort of organs do insects have? Is there any bro to be named? Oh, for sure. There are many bros to be named. Not very many of them are any good. But you are certainly welcome to claim. Corvus Korak could claim Manfred here. He'll be an early nimble tank. Otherwise, mostly fodder bros. Internet says the hind gut has a sac into which excretory organs called malphigians tubulus, the spider's kidneys, open. Wow. You'll take Manfred? It is done. Do you have a cripple? He could be me. We do not have a cripple. Not at the moment. I don't know that we'll need to hire a cripple. I think we're... yeah, I feel like I need to use Google Translate for that shit to turn it into regular English for what it's worth. I don't know. Malphigian tubulas. Interesting. Y'all don't have tubulas? We're missing out. Living that tubulus life. Tubulus life. And XGI7 might be able to take hit points here. Let's do it. Pretty sure you wouldn't understand after translating that? Yeah. Okay, and we'll do the little cute contract part of going back. All right, so. Next ambitions here. Battle standard for 2,000. Defeating 5 packs of beasts. Hiring a retinue. Or selling 25 trade goods. These are actually all kind of bad for us right now. We'd really like the, you know, find and bust a random camp or get to 12 bros. Probably we'll do this one. Getting the battle standard for this origin is probably more important than normal. It's still gonna take us a bit to be able to save up to 2,000 crowns, but we can still take it. Time to get paid. Boom. A clean 180. There is a makeshift barbarian camp in the forest west of here. If that didn't say in the forest, I'd feel pretty inclined to go bust that. Bust and make me feel good, after all. But camps in the forest, those are a pain to find. I'm gonna go ahead and sell the spider parts. Maybe in the future we'd want to do something with this gossamer, but the money's going to be more valuable right now. Could consider hiring another miner. We don't have much to equip them with, though. Maybe I'll leave it as is for the moment. Miners are not bad, though. They get a nice little boost to hit points, and the lower end of their attack is bumped up. And they got okay resolve. So maybe I should get a miner. Let's do it. Norman. He's got a death wish. And he's got pretty good resolve. Good. Welcome, Norman. If only they didn't have the stupid pickaxes. Yeah, that's really true. The pickaxes are like a terrible weapon. This is like the worst weapon in the game, like actually. Because it's like an anti-armor weapon that you get when you're fighting enemies that don't have much armor. And they're like, you're paying attacks for them. So it's like a bro that's otherwise kind of a decent background that comes with a weapon you've got to pay for that sort of sucks. Hiring a miner. Yeah. Not M-I-N-O-R, M-I-N-E-R. Totally different. Let's maybe get just a little bit more provisions. heard what I heard. Actually, let's continue on this road. We may end up just turning around and coming right back, because this might be a dead end. No, this keeps going. Fuck, Mary, kill, short bow, pickaxe, leather tunic. I mean, I think I've got my answer. Curious what others are. I think there's a variety of different ways to approach that question. Got another brawler for sale here. What's considered a minor in medieval? I think they probably had no such construct. Man, this is a kind of expensive contract. 820? Should I be worried? Merry leather tunic feels obvious. Yeah, it's true. If you need something warm to cuddle with at night, it'll be hard to beat that. Boy, this is a kind of scary contract, but I really want to take it. It pays really well. Let's do it. Nice and close. This is that makeshift barbarian camp. Entering it at night, probably a good thing, actually. You're definitely fucking your leather tunic, you don't know how you do it with the other ones? Well, the pickaxe... Well, there's... I mean... Anyway. There's a variety of different ways to approach that one. Okay, a few thralls, a few reavers, a few warhounds. Okay. A little spooky. Spears could be very helpful here, depending on their loadouts. So, you're not going down that hole? Neither's the pickaxe then. Yeah, the pickaxe can swing both ways. There's a lot of different ways, you know, to interpret that one. So I think because of the warhounds, I am going to actually start out spear walling. I guess that's kind of an advantage here to deserters. We get that opportunity. Enemies that can reach us in the first round. Even if we're slow, we can always spear wall. I don't know, that was kind of good. Only one of them has throwing weapons. So we're just gonna keep the spear wall train rolling. A few reavers is spicy, yeah. No two-handed weapons though, but yes. And actually I lied, there's another throwing weapon up here. Here and here. Oh, and here. Wow, how did I miss all of those? Let's see what damage we can do to this warhound. Kind of a hard time hitting him. So, yeah, this is a somewhat spooky fight, given that, you know, we're just like a bunch of idiots with pitchforks and stuff. The approach I'm thinking of taking at the moment is attacking here on the bottom. Making a spear wall sort of thing here between moving XJI7 up 1. Moving Roger out of the way so Balder can attack. Corvus Corax's gonna move as well. Yeah. So unfortunately we don't have a great hex to move to other than just right here for this turn. Which is fine. Roger can fill in the gaps later where we need him. If I knew this attack would be a kill, I would move forward here for sure. It's reasonably likely. Right, what's Corvus Corax's melee attack? Ooh, 51. Maybe not. Maybe reasonably likely is untrue. Not untrue. And we can move Christoph forward and re-spear wall. So you move Wenzel all the way up here. Actually, I kind of think that's kind of cute. I wish he had a better armor on, other than like a sackcloth. But, you know, this barbarian thrall doesn't have much either. Moving up to attack the Warhound is an option too, with Balder. You can do it, Christoph. So, do I hit this Reaver? He does have the stupid bandana on, which is only like 30 melee defense, I think. It's not very much. And so we've got the extra head hit chance. It's a pretty protected hex. It's going to be hard to get into that one specifically, so... Did hit him in the head, did destroy the headband, still didn't do jack shit for damage. Okay, we're gonna wait on Roger. We're gonna wait on Norman. We're gonna let these Reavers go first. Got a lot of FA stacks. Got even more now. That's why you hate going north in the early game. Throws and adrenaline are devastating. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. We're gonna wait on Wenzel. We're gonna get a better surround with Baron von Pone. He's got a pretty terrible hit chance. Maybe I send Baron von Pone to help XGI7 though. So I probably just attack. Ooh, concussion. So I'd probably still help here. Okay. Okay, that guy was less efficient with his AP. That's the best we can kind of count for. Or hope for, whatever. Let's go for a stun. Okay. Attack once for sure, and then I think shield wall. Corvus Corax. We'll shield wall there. Move up with Grib and just end turn. Christoph, do we pull out his shield? He's kind of a target now for throwing weapons. I think let's do it. They only have one more throwing thing after this in the tank, so. Okay, that was good. Nice. And I think we've still got, yeah, we've got a bolt. Hell yeah. Baldur's only attack this turn is against that Reaver, so for AP efficiency purposes, I'm gonna let him get that attack first. Okay. I'm just gonna hope that Wenzel beats that Warhound up there. Looking even more likely now that it's breaking. Dang. Do I go here and shield wall with Roger? Corvus Korak can shield wall behind him to increase his shield wall bonus. Nice attacks, Norman. Oh boy, Wenzel might lose up there actually. Oh, and Grib. Grib's dead. Wenzel's probably dead. He was a hero, RIP. Yeah, he kind of was. Norman's got a pretty bad injury right now. Let's wait, let's see what options are. Let's get Baldur up here for that Warhound. Baron von Pone. Should I have him duel this Reaver? The Reaver is nearly to the point where their company is low enough on numbers it might run away. Baron von Pone's got pretty good armor still. He's confident. We go for it. I might have XJI7 join him, however... Let's do it with a shield. Okay, let's just get as much surround here as we can. Okay, that was spooky, but... Send Corvus Korak here and shield wall, because he's kind of... Yeah, okay, well, whatever. Can you hit him, Wenzel? You cannot. Okay. Do I send Roger here? He's wavering. there goes Wenzel. Can't move here and reload and attack. I guess Bad with Maps doesn't really have a good option right now. Let's just move him closer to here. There we go. Grib has not fallen in battle. Grib has merely partially collapsed one of his lungs. It'll be nice getting some more spears for these other bros. Yeah, for sure. Wenzel, who joined a mercenary company, slayed some webnecks, then fell. This contract had a really high payout, 880, something like that. Now, I have to have a moment of being real about Roger here. Roger has cut arm sinew and a ripped ear. We have 5 medical supplies right now. See you later, Roger. It's a cutthroat world out there. Sometimes, as a mercenary captain, you gotta be brutal. That was one of those times. We did get some heavy throwing axes. Those will be nice for fighting ancient dead. Right now, there's no reason to use them over the bundle of javelins. Not really, anyway. Especially among deserters. Exactly. Exactly. These crude axes will sell for a decent amount. They're kind of a bad weapon. They're better than the regular axe, though. Like the hatchet. And I am using some of those. We actually got all of the crude axes. Did the company desert the deserter? We've actually still got all our original 3 deserters. They're still alive. All right, let's head back to Skjold. We'll get our 880 crown reward, which, that sounds great. That sounds great to me. I'm into it. That's a lot. Still don't have enough medical supplies. So, we're definitely gonna hire this brawler. Actually, there's maybe a consideration for hiring some of the others too. Well, let's take a look at the brawler. The brawler is... Anyway, someone's gotta take a razor to that head. You can't... When you're losing your hair, don't let this happen to you. These like little, you know, cactus sprigs, little sharp bits. Don't do that. Just shave it, you know? But at least his name is on brand. The miner could use a club and be a stun bot with a minus damage injury. He certainly could be. The problem with being a stun bot is that it does require a decent amount of fatigue, which miners have less of. Honestly, he can be kind of a spear wall bot too, either one. Something that uses fatigue. I actually think it's worthwhile keeping both handy. Yeah, there's not enough fat, but he also, you know, doesn't do much damage. So, Mango, can you leave your bed alone? Come here, bud. Come here. Come here, bud. Come here. Yeah. He's getting antsy. Okay. So then do I want to hire the eel? So each one of these titles means something. I don't know that I know what the eel is. Have I even ever seen that? It means he's a weasel, which is a irrelevant trait, mostly. If it becomes relevant, you've got a problem. So we could hire him. We would like to have one more thrower, actually. I think would be really good. And, you know, poachers do have a nice bonus to the low end of their range skill. He's pretty cheap. Probably worth. Okay. He's fine. He's Rymar the eel. And now he is Rymar, our eel. We'll give him the heavy throwing axes for his pack. A broken sword. We'll have him and Theobald switch armors. It's kind of pointless, but we'll do it anyway. I guess the ancient auxiliary shield and the old wooden shield are like the same. Okay. So, tools here are cheap. Let's get those. Oh, medical supplies are cheap. Let's get those. Buy a tiny bit of food. And then we will head straight for Norstead to sell the amber and the axes and not go nearly bankrupt. Time to start dunking on some trade caravans. I love that idea. And I think the team is in a good spot to be able to do so. I think now that we have a good place to offload goods and sell stuff here in Norstead, we can get enough money that, yeah, we can make a trip where we're not fighting barbarians anymore, where we're fighting brigands and other such things, and then also, you know, fighting trade caravans. That'd be real good. All right, so we're gonna sell the amber shards. We're gonna sell these crude axes. They're not much better than regular axes, and, well, they're kind of expensive. We'll sell things we're definitely not gonna use. Could we even take supply caravans? Not yet. Not with the company in its current state. No, not quite. I think there was an arrow maker's shed. One of these places had cheaper. Did one of them have a Fletcher? Yeah, Rheinberg. Okay, so we can get ammo from Rheinberg, and maybe even a contract. Yeah, but I think I actually need to call it for the evening because my wife's out of town, so the dogs are all sorts of antsy, aren't they? Aren't they, bud? Aren't they? So, I'm gonna do a raid to a old buddy of mine. This is probably not up everyone's alley, but maybe it will be. But it is a scholarly investigation of the relationship between music and games They stream games, and it's a bunch of musicologists, ludo-musicologists, talking about music and stuff. So that's where I'll send you. Hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. Ta-ta.